Chapter 14, A Night to Remember. You and your party steer with Shroud Watch. The Ashen Fortress set into the side of a mountain that the water claims holds the next rift. Who even lives here? The Ashen Noble who's been shirking his duties, leaving the people of Ironbreach to suffer. Could he be guarding the rift? Doubtful. If he knew about the rift, he'd have told my mother, and if he kept it from her, he'll beg for death by the time I am through with him. Wallace lets out a hoot growl in agreement. You pick up the owlbear cub to look him in the eye. Okay, big guy, let's slow down. We're not Team Ash Empress. He was born in the Shadow Realm. You think he'd be anything less than loyal? You're a bad influence. Give Wallace a small squeeze. He nuzzles against you. And you're wrong. He knows where the cuddles come from. The estate will be well guarded. That won't matter if we plan correctly. Someone has to get in and out with supplies, deliveries, that sort of thing. If we find the entrance for the people the guards won't care about, this'll be easy. You look closely at the Ashen Fortress, taking note of all the entrances you can see. We'll still be dealing with some guards, though. They're not going to leave any place completely undefended. It's a start. You all turn expectantly to Mal. Any ideas for infiltration, Master Thief? I'm not sure you should be asking me to plan an assault on a highly guarded Ashen Fortress. My last plan nearly brought the ceiling down on us. You gotta get back on the ship sometime. You blink, and the moment of vulnerability is gone. He shrugs one shoulder and shakes his head. This is a few too many people for my kind of heist. Maybe we leave Tyrrell outside? Not an option. That was a joke, elf boy. Well, I'm used to commanding a crew, and I think I know just how to handle this. Like Rain said, we're looking for a low-priority entrance. These people don't really have a reason to be on their guards, which is good. I'll give them a reason. I was going to say we might want to split up to cover more ground, but if Princess Stabby here forgets she's supposed to be keeping Rain safe, numbers are going to be important. Mel, scout ahead with Rain. She'll be able to sense the rift. The two of you will draw a little less attention with than a whole group. Tyrrell and Nia can follow behind, take care of the guards. They have magic, so they should be able to keep things quiet. I'll watch your flank. And once we locate the rift, we can reassess and adjust our plan from there. Tora, you're hot when you take charge. And all other times. But it's nice to see you so confident. Tora's cheek flushed deep forest green. Watch it, Landrat. I need to stay focused. So we're all in agreement then? We are not. No one asked you. Just keep Rain out of danger and you won't get hurt. Getting inside without being caught will be nearly impossible, especially without knowing the exact location of the rift. But if you all want to get yourselves caught and killed, you're simply making my life easier. Did you have something in mind, Valix? Not particularly, but you should have a contingency plan, a way to escape quickly if things go wrong, or, She taps her chin, her brow furrowed as if she's mulling over a decision of great import, and she nods. Or a way to tear through the castle's magical defenses. Magic like that would require a tremendous amount of light, which I doubt you have. Lucky for you, I know another way, and I can teach you, Rain. A shatter spell will cut through and destroy anything in the path, magical, physical, no exceptions. Unless you're scared to learn magic, shadow magic. I'm more worried about the corruption it will do. Do the villagers in Ironbreach seem corrupted to you? No, but we didn't exactly see them doing a lot of magic either. Precisely. One little spell is not going to warp your mind. This is similar to what Elder Radomir said. He was able to use shadow magic without any long-term effects. If we learned anything these last few days, it's that our understanding of shadow is incomplete. Shadow magic is powerful, Rain. If you harness it, you should. Well, are you going to spend the rest of the day debating this, or are you going to let me show you? Elite skill. Elite skill shatter. You lead Valix away from the rest of the group to spot behind a large pile of boulders. So, where do we start? Attack me. Seriously? If you're worried about danger to yourself, you shouldn't be. The boost's spell prevents me from harming you. Okay, but what if I hurt you? She makes a quiet noise that almost sounds like a snort. The corners of her lips briefly twitch up. Are you laughing? And here I thought that was impossible. She rolls her eyes and then settles into a loose fighting stance. Attack me, either with magic or, if you can manage it, pick up a rock and throw it at me. Hurl a fireball, blast her with light, hurl a fireball. Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. Here's the spell Tyrell taught you, calling up the light to form a magnificent ball of fire, flinging it directly at her. She stands in its path, unperturbed. The glow of the impending flame dances on her face as she raises her hand slowly, leisurely. Inelegant. Darkness shatters in front of her like a shield. Then it becomes an arrow streaking towards your spell. The shadow swallows the fireball, devouring it until all that remains are harmless sparks that dissolve to nothingness. Whoa. I don't know whether to be amazed or terrified. Good. Magic like this in your enemy's hands should terrify you, but in your own, I think it would still terrify me. The ability to destroy anything so easily, that's too much power. Power frightens you. No, but I've seen what happens to people who let it go to their heads. I just want to use what power I have to protect the people that are important to me. And you think I do not use the power to protect my people? I think you're trying to. I mean, I've seen how much you care for them. And it seems like it's part of the reason you want to conquer the Light Realm, even though I don't fully understand why. Alex falls silent for a long moment. They deserve to enjoy the same prosperity you Daywalkers have had for centuries. The prosperity you took from them. Took? No one is meant to live this way, Rain. Flash floods, storms, monstrous creatures that arise from nothing. Does it sound like the sort of place that people choose to live? I have no love of war, but I will wage it as long as I have to if it means a better world for children like Eliana. War doesn't have to be an answer. Enough chatter. I am far more indulgent with you than my trainers were with me. Who taught you magic anyway? Your mother? I don't need to be taught. I've always known how to do magic. I was made for shadow magic, so it's part of me, and using it is as easy as breathing. But my mother still trained my abilities ruthlessly, and when she thought I was ready, all of her top mages did their best to destroy me. They what now? Survival is the most powerful teacher. Training was rigorous, exhausting, but I came out stronger for it. This is really depressing me. And I'm a tragic orphan. My mother did what was necessary to make me strong, and now I do the same for you. Please tell me you're not planning on destroying me. I cannot destroy you at this time, unfortunately. But the spell should work just as well as a boulder on a tree. Pick one to be your target. You scan the ground around you and settle on a boulder the size of a pony that sits a dozen paces down the mountain. Okay, but how do I do it? I've never done shadow magic before. All it takes is feeling a strong emotion and then letting that emotion fill you. When it feels as if you'll explode if you don't let the anger out, you look at your target and make it explode instead. Is that why your emotions to cast are so restrained? I mean, sometimes all you do is snap your fingers. Motions allow you to focus your emotions to channel it. My restraint is merely a result of centuries of practice. Is anger the only one that works? No. Any strong emotion will work, but most people find anger easiest. Why? What do you mean, why? Are you not easily angered? Only when someone hurts the people I love. And when people try to hurt you. You'd be surprised how often someone or something is trying to murder me. I've had to develop a sense of humor about it. Pretty much. That explains much. Use a different emotion if you wish, but do not be surprised if you fail. You try to recall a memory that makes you feel strongly, the same way you would cast a light spell. You think about Riverbend thriving, the happiness you felt when you reunited with Cade. A warm glow fills your chest, but it's easy and gentle. There's certainly no feeling as if you're about to explode. Have you even started yet? I'm working on it. Let me guess, you're thinking of puppies, hugs, other useless things. Hey, lay off puppies. Puppies are amazing. You're thinking too much. You won't get anywhere like that. Are you trying to make me mad? Yes. Shall I remind you of all the people you will fail if you insist on clinging to weak emotions? Not that getting your friends killed would be a great loss. They seem even more incompetent than you are. I'm ignoring you. Are you really? I should focus on my desire to protect people. You block out Valak's focus, your determination to beat the Empress. Think about all what will happen if they ash and take over the Light Realm. They'll definitely destroy the goblins, we say, burn Riverbend to the ground, leave only ashes and death where Mal built his orphanage. She'll kill my friends one by one. It's not rage that suddenly fills you, but the protectiveness and a wave of resolve. You thrust out your hand and glare at the bulber as shadows form around your fingers. I will protect my people. A dense ball of magic, shadow magic, flies out of your bulber. They're at the bulber, cutting through it with tremendous force. The bulber cracks and even explodes, pieces flying in every direction. You fling up your hands to protect yourself as they rain down, but no fragment is larger than a pebble. Well now, that's more like it. Yay, we leveled up, woohoo! I think we just need one more level and we're done with everything. Alright, so, you know what, let's try diplomacy. Survival will be last. Intimidation. Something tells me we'll get survival at the very end. I mean, yes, it's a bird. Congratulations. You acquired all diplomacy skills. I can't believe I just did that. I've never seen anything reduced to pieces so small the first try. Whatever emotion you chose to use, it was strong. But I will not always be here to give you an emotional push. You'll have to learn to do that on your own. She literally just did. Oh, that first part almost sounded like a compliment. Your eyes meet, and you see a hint of admiration mixed in with confusion and something else you can't quite name, but she quickly looks away. I suppose you were impressive. The last word is nearly a whisper, and she casts a quick glance at you as though gauging your reaction. Thank you. You reach out to touch her arm. She stiffens, but doesn't pull away as you squeeze her shoulder lightly. Sorry, you don't get a kiss. Not right now. I know that you're not exactly here with us willingly, but you also didn't have to help like this. I appreciate it. She stares at you in awkward discomfort for a very long moment before stepping away and squaring her shoulders. There's no need to thank me. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Man. What? Oh. That's where the skill went. Leaving your horses behind, you approach Shroud Watch from the side, arriving at the steep cliff below it, just as night falls. And here I was hoping for a simple climb. This is a simple climb. Depending on your definition of simple. Phase straight to the top. Bye! Watch this. You close your eyes and concentrate on what the Watcher taught you, dissolving and then relocating your physical form. When you open your eyes again, you're standing at the top of the cliff. High. It's much farther than you've ever faced before, and the distance leaves you lightheaded and a little unsteady. You mask your uncertainty as you hold on the stone railing and lean over the edge to wave to your friends, whispering, "Come on, Valak. Never seen a Realm Walker before?" You wait, out of sight, as the others follow Valak on the cliff up. Then, when they reach you, she eyes you appraisingly. Sometimes your abilities do impress me. Eventually, you all make it up over the cliff and onto a balcony. Peering towards the front of the castle, you see a number of carriages. There are more people here. The Lord is likely hosting some sort of entertainment, perhaps a dinner party or Celine. It's not uncommon. That might make this easier. The guards will be distracted keeping an eye on the guests. Then what are we waiting for? You poke your head through the balcony door and find the room empty. You dart inside with Mal. The rest of your party trails in behind you, while Mal leads the way down the hallway towards the first intersection. Can you feel the rift? Close your eyes, focusing, and feel a familiar vibration. Quiet, but close. It's off to the left and then up. Then we'd better head up another story. You and Mal pause, letting the others catch up as you ease down the hall towards the intersection. Everything okay? I'll let you know in about 20 seconds. Without another word, Mal darts ahead to peek around the corner, then slides back to you. Only one guard. Sneak up on the guard, knock him out with my staff. Let's sneak up. Wait here. Using the shadows to hide your movements, you take careful, silent steps around the corner, where a sleepy-looking guard is standing with his back to you. You slide up behind him, and he can't even cry out before you have your arms around his neck, choking him until he loses consciousness. One down. 1,000 out of 1,500, 15,000 XP. Continuing on, you follow the pulsing pull of the rift up a set of stairs. The vibration from the rift is getting stronger, has to be close. Sticking by the rest of the group, you and Mal lead them on, only to turn a corner and then nearly collide with a group of guards. Ooh! Before anyone can move, Tyrell's hands lash out. One of the guards freezes in the throes of a bind spell. Hurry! Don't start making me like you now, elf boy. Mal rips off the guard's helmet and knocks him out with a casual right hook. He examines the helm. I think I'm keeping this. While the other three are still bearing down on you. Never mind. Intruders! Follow Tyrell's lead. I'm on it. You step toward the approaching guard with your fingers outstretched, weaving light magic around him the way Tyrell taught you. Get the... You cinch the magic tight. The guard stops stone still, his hand frozen halfway to his sword. Imtora, now. She lunges forward, knocks the immobilized guard upside the head. You release your spell and he crumples to the floor. Two more left. I told you this wouldn't work. We've literally already taken down half. Go for backup. The guard, who spoke, charges forward, sword raised to strike you. Reaching in your bag, you pull out the bramble ring. Put it on. Surprise! A massive bramble hand erupts from the stone floor, seizing this charging guard in a brutal grip that you should have probably used on the other one that was escaping. What the... The bramble hand closes in around him, crumpling his armor before dropping him to the floor. Damn, Rain. The last guard scrambles back in the direction they came from, but you snatch his legs with the bramble hand and drag him backward. Wait, please don't kill me, please. I'll tell you anything you want to know. We're looking for a magical rift, a place where light magic... Oh, it's upstairs in the attic. But you can't just get in. The door is locked and warded. The head of staff has the only key. Alex, I thought you said the guy who runs this place would tell your mom about the rift if he found out. That insubordinate little crump. What kind of ward is on it? I don't know, I'm just a guard, but it smells like brimstone. An inferno trap, no doubt. We'll need the key if we want to get in the room without being burned alive. Thanks for all your help. Using the bramble hand, you smash the guard into the floor, knocking him unconscious. The ring pulses around your finger, and the thorns and spikes decorated fade as the giant bramble hand crumples to dust. Guess that was the last of its power. That was such a waste. A worthwhile use. Now we simply have to find a way into the attic. With the last of the guards dealt with, the hallway falls silent. You turn to the rest of your group. So, how are we going to get the keys from the head of the staff? It'll be impossible to find at a party like this, especially with the give us and none of us look as if we belong to the Shadow Realm. It's not quite true if Alex looks like she belongs. Because I do. Is anyone going to, flock to you? We don't want to blow our cover. I'm not very popular at these things. I would have never guessed. Yeah, but that's a good thing, and it also means she could demand access to the rift. Because she's the daughter of the Empress. You step between them to make sure Valix can't hit Mal as Imtura speaks. Mia's new look blends in pretty well, too. Thank you. The rest of us could pose as servants. Servants with weapons, I hope. Considering the way our last fancy party went, I'm with Elf Boy. Carrying weapons is just another show of status at these events. More so if you have servants carrying them for you. There you go. Tira and I could be bodyguards. Rain and Mel could be personal attendants. You mull over Imtura's proposal. Your eyes are drawn to an open bedroom door, its wardrobe overflowing with clothing. Or I steal some of those fancy shadow clothes and blend in with the rest of the nobility. Are you sure that will work? Given some nobles' obsession with fashion, absolutely. You definitely have an easier time getting information from the other people. And you'll look good doing it. Yeah. I like the gown. You slip into the room, get changed, turning yourself into a dignified Ashen noble. Your friends all stare as you rejoin them. What do you think? It looks strange to see so much wonder and awe in Nia's now shadowy features. You look beautiful. Mal's eyes glitter in appreciation as he takes you in. I take it back, who needs to blend in when you can just stand out by being stunning. Tyrrell stares at you like you're the stars themselves. Exquisite, Rain. Tor lets out an appreciative whistle. You look good, Rain. Maybe too good. You're gonna distract us all. You turn to Valix, who looks at you up and down with an odd expression. You look... She clears her throat. I suppose you'll do. That was almost a compliment. But what shall we do about... Our eyes lower to the owlbear at your feet. He clicks his beak as he reaches up for you. Aww. Can he stay with me? Any eccentric nobles have pets? Several, actually. Just make sure he doesn't get into a fight with Lady Roshia's Shadowhound. That thing is mean. You pick up Wallace, cradling him. Oh, we'll take him out if we need to. Right, buddy? You were so goddamn cute. You all descend to the house and join the crowd milling about in the ballroom. It's a gorgeous space, decorated in rich shades of red and gold. Everything's in place. Looks expensive. And Toro whistles long and low. I think I'm in the wrong line of work. You and me both, sister. The crowd watches you, their gazes roving over your clothing in obvious approval. Their whispers follow you as you walk past. Who's that? No idea, obviously someone very important, though. Such an ostentatious show of wealth when these people struggle to feed themselves. Pathetic. She scans the room and growls low in her throat. You follow her gaze to see a robed figure wearing a mask resembling the skull of a cow. Is that the noble who lives here? Yes. There are many people wearing masks here. Why? Yeah, and we're not. Some Ashen nobles can be uncomfortable with the way our realm's wild magic can make them appear. Wait, do I need a mask to blend in? I mean... No. Those who have escaped the wild magic influence tend to flaunt their appearance. Ah, if you say so. Long tables laid with food line the perimeter of the room, while guests are announced as they descend a wide, ornate staircase at the front. Wallace eyes the buffet table as big eyes, wide and hungry. Don't get any ideas, Wallace. We already have one heist to worry about. Aww. I'll get you some crackers and cheese later, alright? That's my favorite part of this plan. Hey, it's a good plan, really, but I prefer it with the mild cheese and salted meat. I agree. Your laughter at your friends abruptly dies in your throat. Announcing our most esteemed guest, the Ash Empress. Oh, shit. Your blood goes ice cold as applause rises from the crowd, and you turn towards the stairs to catch a first glimpse of the Ash Empress, Valak's mother and creator. Oh. Hello, Lilith. How are you? Literally. I'm just saying, Pixelberry ripped Lilith off. I'm just saying it. If you played Diablo 4, you know. She cuts a terrifying figure, tall, commanding, and the glow beneath her skin, like embers nestled in ash, adds to her deadly air around her. What the hell is she doing here? Of all the places in the Shadow Realm, how did she end up in the same place as us? She's doing her duty, checking in on her nobles. I really wish she decided to check in on someone else tonight. She cannot see us. That includes you, Valak. Valak watches the Empress, then turns back to you, and for a moment you fear she's going to find some way to get her mother's attention. Indeed, it will only arouse her suspicion to find me here, when I should be out hunting for you. You duck into a small side room. It's empty, save for a harp and a few exquisite paintings, and you take a moment to compose yourself. Yeah, but I have a question. Does the Empress know about us? Like, does she know what Rain looks like? Okay, so this has got to be significantly harder. Now, not only do we have to steal the head of the staff's keys, we must also do so without being seen by the Empress. There are enough people out there for us to hide in plain sight. All we have to do is not draw attention to ourselves. Well, that Valak could wear a mask. And ensure that she doesn't notice her daughter. That won't be a problem. My magic will keep Valak from doing anything that would put Rain in danger. She can speak for herself, Nia. So long as you follow the other noble's lead and keep at a respectable distance, she'll likely assume you belong. And what about you? What will you do? Valak meets your gaze, as though understanding you're asking about more than what she intends to do right now. I won't go far from you. Returning to the main ballroom, Valak drifts away from you and melts into the crowd while Tyrell stays by your side. If she's going to find the head of the staff, we need to ask someone, preferably someone who won't find it suspicious. God damn it, the one spell I don't have. Join a group of socializing nobles. You sidle up next to a group of nobles, Nia joining in. When they don't acknowledge you, you clear your throat. One of the nobles turns you, obviously ready to berate you, but one look at your attire stills their tongue. May we help you? We're just looking to join the conversation. It's always nice to have new faces to socialize with. It's so rare these days. Pardon me, my lady. The noble turns, your eyes lighting up behind her mask as she takes in your outfit. Oh, what a lovely ensemble. You must simply give me the name of your tailor. I'm afraid they're employed in our household. We have no intention of sharing them. Of course. Completely understandable. Now, what is it you needed? Would you happen to know where the head of staff is? We wish to give them our compliments. Found a mess in the armory. Can't find the room we're staying in. Wish to give them our compliments. Why would you do that? I assume they were responsible for everything going so smoothly. You'd far be better off paying the respects to the esteemed host. Or were you not aware that his head of staff is an animated doll? No, we weren't aware of that. I was not. An animated doll. That explains it. He finds the creature far more obedient than common servants, but personally it unnerves me. You Nia hurry off and stop behind a pillar, waiting for Tyrell, Malin, and Tora to rejoin you, voices low. So the head of staff is some kind of animated doll. What the hells does that look like? Think of Chucky. Oh wait, you don't know that. At least we, know it'll stand out in a crowd. Scanning over the faces in the room, you notice a few that seem odd, even for this type of gathering. A child's doll, one in the colorful mask, one in the you know what? We're just gonna do it. I know the noble called it an animated doll, but I don't think that meant a literal doll. It's far more likely that doll is a children's toy. You suddenly notice an antlered child clutching the Muppet tightly. Good point. Who do you think it is? The one in the tattered robes. Oh, you mean the second one? Listen, it's the Shadow Realm fam, let's be honest. That could have been a creature. I didn't want to assume. I'm told doll. Still keeping an eye on the head of staff, you glance around, but no one seems to be paying you any mind. Seems like our search hasn't drawn any attention. Then let's finish what we started and be done with it. Problem. What now? You follow her gaze and spot the Ash Empress, speaking with the noble and standing right between you and the head of staff. We don't get to hear her voice, and I'm kind of sad by this. And by voice, I mean, hey, it gives me time to figure it out. How are we supposed to get past her? Nearby, a throng of dancers fills the dance floor, robes flowing as they easily make their way across the room and back. By blending in. I'll grab... Why not? Remember, she has shadow magic flowing from her. You hand off Wallace, who's nodding his head to the music. You stay with them, I'll be right back. Sweep Nia onto the floor, melting into the throng of bodies. Do you think this will work? It has to. There's no other option. You fall into the dance, squeezing her hand. Normally, her returning caress would be gentle and reassuring. This time, your nails prick your skin. Nia, you're kind of hurting me. Oh, I'm sorry, Rain. You twirl her around and then draw her in close so you can rest your forehead against hers. Nia, I trust you even now. I promise. She smiles cautiously. Thank you. Reach the other side of the room, Mal falls into step with you as you make for the head of the staff, noting the heavy ring of keys hanging from the belt of its tattered robe. Hello, hello. How may I assist you? Were you aware, good sir, that there's a leopard monkey running rampant through the halls? A leopard monkey? It pooped in my shoe. Your shoe, sir. While I was wearing it. Stifling a laugh, you take advantage of the poor creature's distraction to lift the key from its belt. Got him. With the keys safely in hand, you hurry to the side of the ballroom, Alex joining you once more. If you have what we need, we should... Princess, what a surprise to see you here. I assumed you would be out rectifying your recent failures. Uh-oh. Alex sees as she turns to face the nobleman she pointed out earlier. Lord Kerrigan. I suppose we all need to enjoy food and company from time to time. Perhaps my successes will inspire you to try harder. You must be the Lord of Shroudwatch. His gaze sweeps over Nia, greedy, calculating, before giving you a similar appraisal. Clearly fooled by your costume, the rest of the party he dismisses without a second glance. Indeed. I don't think I've met the two of you before. This is our first time visiting. Your home is most impressive. It took some time to renovate. The peasants whine about the trice and plead poverty at every turn. But if you know how to inspire them, true greatness is possible. Those villagers are your responsibility. You should relieve their poverty, not exacerbate it. Your mother's pleased with the wealth I pass along to her. Wealth is meant to be shared. Uh-oh, Amtora, shh! You're literally a pirate. Orc, mind you. Kerrigan looks Amtora up and down, deciding if this insubordinate servant matters. Apparently choosing the negative, he returns his attention to you. If the Empress wants me to change the way I manage my people, I'm sure she'll let me know. Now run along, Princess. Take your friends with you. You can already see the tendrils of sparking shadow dancing around Valex's fist when you grab her elbow and practically drag her from the room until you're safely out of sight. What a bastard. And I thought Undermount's nobles were awful. I'd love to find a way to make him hurt. I can think of a few ways. Pretty sure murdering him will blow our cover. It would, but his private quarters are on my way back to the attic. We can rob him of whatever useful, and destroy the rest. What do you say, Rain? Shall we make him pay? Really? Okay. Let's get it done. We'll meet you at the back door when we're done. Break something expensive for me. You and Nia break off from the others and follow Valex to the lavish bedroom, absolutely dripping in wealth and decadence. All this waste while the villager's under his hand of nothing. Looks like this family's been hoarding their wealth for a long time. Generations, certainly. Why would your mother allow this? These are her people he's stealing from. Alex pauses, staring at a glass case overflowing with golden trinkets, knick-knack, covered in jewels. A frown draws her brows together. She must be distracted. She shakes her head and lifts her chin high, determination replacing confusion. That is all it is. We are so close to reaching the light realm. It has demanded more of her attention as of late. And once she succeeds, it will help all Ashen. Valex, you're lying to yourself. You know that it's wrong to leave them living like this. It is the cost of battle. What battle? These noblemen don't seem to be at war. They're not been conscripted. They're living a life of luxury while people suffer. You're the one who gave them your food, who fixed their houses. You're the only one who seems to care. She's furious scowl melts into something akin to pain. You're not wrong, Rain. I hoped, that the recruits in my mother's army were all dedicated to the cause. Now I know they may very well be trying to escape poverty, to save their families these nobles harmed. And that is if they even intended to be here in the first place. Well, you can't fix all of this today. But we can at least punish one jerk responsible for it. The river outside the window goes all the way to the Iron Breach. If we wrap something up, it should float to the village. Sounds like a plan. Give whatever's useful to Iron Breach. Destroy the rest. You glance around the room, trying to decide where to start. I don't even know what half of this stuff is supposed to be. Why does he have 6 paintings of himself? Even worse, I believe they're self-portraits. Oh god. Nia strolls past an overly intricate gold-plated display case full of strange relics. How can you be this rich and have taste this bad? I don't know. That's a lot of rich people, you're gonna be honest. But I know what to do about it. Shadows gather on her fingers as she turns back to the cabinet, overflowing with gilded trinkets. With an idle flick of her hand, she blasts the cabinet into pieces. Tiny pieces of shattered artifacts rain down around you and Nia and laugh. Let me try. She sends shadow magic tearing through a bookcase. Torn pages cascade down as she laughs and looks back at you. Your turn, Rain. I should smash. Expensive liquor. A statue. A fancy chair. Expensive liquor we could send to the village. But anyway. A statue. You pick up the obelisk on the dresser, turning it around in your hands. There are names here. Likely fallen enemies, such gifts are presented to our generals, though I doubt Kerrigan has been anywhere near a battlefield. Without a moment's hesitation, you bash the obelisk into pieces against the dresser. Celebrating how many people you've killed is just crass. Especially if you didn't even kill them with your own blade. That wasn't the quite the point I was going for. She's right, though. Nia, how many people have you killed? Shut up. You two are a bad influence on each other. They scoff in the same exact way. I have nothing in common with her. I'll just grab a few things for Iron Breach. Alex bundles up some of the wooden chairs to make sure they're waterproof and tosses them out the window. A hum of magic guiding them to the river below. That should help them when they get back on their feet and teach Kerrigan a lesson. I am nowhere near done. The more of the room you destroy, the more relaxed Nia grows. She picks up a heavy book with a grim-looking cover and tears the pages out of it, flinging them into the air to let a shadowy flame incinerate them one by one. We should have done something like this sooner. You find a shelf full of carved crystals, knock them off one by one onto the floor. It is kind of a cathartic, isn't it? Ever since we've got you back, it's been one thing after another. Always on the run, always fighting, no time to deal with anything. She suddenly thrusts both hands out. Fancy bat explodes, sending feathers flying everywhere. She laughs as one hand lands on your head. How is no one hearing this happening right now? Do you know how many times I've wanted to just scream or blow something up over the past year? I'm guessing a lot. I had so many responsibilities. Searching for you, fixing the temple, helping people in need. Oh, tell me about it. She reaches out to pluck the feather from your hair and smiles up at you, seeming more like Nia you know than she has since your arrival in the Shadow Realm. It feels like I do something just because I want to. I like you like this. Really? I mean, I'm not sure about the whole shadow makeover, but it's okay to be a little selfish sometimes, Nia. You know that, right? A priestess cannot be selfish. We live to serve others. That is what the temple has always taught. Well, they're wrong. I think a priestess should smash things up sometimes if it makes her happy. A genuine smile crosses her features. I am happy. Then I'm happy too. If you two are done giggling, there's still more bookshelves over here. You and Nia resume your gleeful destruction until nothing remains intact, the floor covered in broken pieces of glass, metal, and wood. This will show Kerrigan. His material goods can be taken in an instant. They are meaningless. It is the people who matter. He will attend to them, or I will torch more than his property next time. I do believe you mentioned taking anything of use. Nia bends down to peer under the remains of the desk. She pulls out a small, travel-sized hand mirror that somehow survived the wreckage. This feels magical. A mirage mirror. You can use it to cast powerful illusions. Well, that sounds useful. It would definitely wouldn't survive the fall to the river. Nia holds it out to you with a smile. You should take it, Rain. You deserve it far more than this noble. You tuck it in your bag, head towards the door, but you stop short just looking between Nia and Valix. You hang back with Nia as Valix returns to the hallway. I just wanted to say it was good to see you smiling again. It feels good to want to smile. I know this mission has been a lot, but all the pressure isn't on you, Nia. I need you to know that. She reaches out to clasp your hand in her own. After you disappeared, I threw myself into my work as a way to hide from what happened to me. Now I'm facing it. I'm still figuring out who I am, but I know it changed me. I just hope you'll still want to be friends with whoever I end up being. Of course I will. Wrap your arms around Nia, pulling her close. You're more than a friend to me, Nia. You're everything. Even if I'm like this? She sounds so uncertain. You frame her face with your hands and prove your words to her, slamming her mouth in a sweet, tender kiss. She trembles for a moment before her lips part, and then her arms go around you. Rain. She suddenly is kissing you back with a force that staggers you. You catch your balance and slide your hands into her dark hair, setting her passionate movements as your tongues tangle until frantic, hungry noises escape her. That's the Nia I remember. She blushes, look like a darkened storm of clouds on her gray cheeks. She kisses you again, and the air crackles around you. The strewn feathers from the destroyed bed swirling like snow. All the power and all that shadow, and still, what do you do is make something beautiful. For you, always. You bring your lips to hers again, drinking her in until every breath between you comes as one desperate, clawing need for her touch. It's only the knowledge of the party going on below that gives you the strength to pull away. If we had more time. If we don't find time soon, I'll steal it. Good. Al and I will help you practice. Uh-oh. Wiggity wiggity woo. You've nearly crossed the threshold when you pause one more time to call out. Guys, I just realized, who's gonna have to clean this up? You suddenly think of the sickly, ashen servant back in the Iron Breach. Kerrigan might be livid, but this is a lot of work that he's going to make someone else do. That's fixed easily enough. Shadows swirl from Nia's fingers as the evidence of your destruction is suddenly levitated into neat piles of glass, wood, and debris. There you go. Far less work. That's nifty. Isn't it? Can you believe Tyrell used to get mad at me for using light to clean? It's a little trickier with the shadow because it wants to go wild, of course, but you just have to manage the exchange. Wait. Some of your mages don't use magic to clean. Several, yeah. Daywalkers are so inefficient. Your party makes its way back upstairs to the door. Even after it opens to the stolen key, you find a magical barrier blocking your way. Seriously? The guy really didn't want people getting into his attic. I think it's more likely he didn't want people breaking into his house through the attic. Nia and I could probably take this down with our magic, unless you have a better idea, Rain. I got this. Using everything Valix taught you, you focus on your need to destroy the barrier. When that doesn't do enough, you hear Valix behind you. If you don't hurry, you and all your friends are dead. That won't happen. The flare of anger is enough. Shadows form around your fingers, and you thrust your hand forward, sending dark darts of magic flying at the barrier, turning into solid, broken shards that clatter to the floor. Told you. That was very impressive, Rain. Not bad for my second time doing shadow magic. Why didn't Nia just do it if she's literally full of shadow? The same. You creep up into the attic and prickle along your skin grows, a loud vibration thrumming in your ears. Portal time, and we finish this. Focusing your energy, you easily open a portal in the center of the room. But as you peer through the light realm, you realize you're staring down at the ground, thousands of feet below. We aren't going through that, right? Not unless at least 3 of us know how to fly. Wallace shrinks back, frightened. Check in with the Watcher. Perhaps Huey will know what to do. The Watcher? Yeah, he's the one who's been helping us find and seal all the rifts in the barrier. So that's what you've been doing. You wave her away as you close your eyes. Try to make a connection with the Watcher. Making a portal here isn't gonna work. Let me join you. Once we have sealed the rift, I shall send you someplace safer. Well, what did he say? He's coming here. We're finally gonna meet the bad guy? About damn time. Technically, it'll be my first time meeting him too. We've only seen each other in dreams. A bright light glimmers within the portal. The Watcher slowly takes shape within it. Come, Rain. Let us seal the rift. But as you go to step forward, Valix lunges past you towards the portal. Her hands reach into the seething magic and close around the Watcher. What? Valix, what are you doing? She meets your gaze, her eyes clouded as sorrow, regret, and anger pass across her face. I'm sorry, Rain. This is for my people. Alex jerks the Watcher through the portal and flings him across the room. His body crashes into the walls as her magically amplified voice sounds out loudly enough to rock the entire mansion. Mother! I have them! Oh, God damn it! An instant later, Nia's magic takes effect. Alex doubles over in pain, a scream of agony nearly deafening in the small place. Quiet! Alex screams cut off abruptly when Nia waves her hand, leaving the Ash Princess shaking on the floor. Then everything falls silent. Help the Watcher before... Your words die in your throat as a concussive blast shatters the floor beneath you, sending you all plummeting through the castle. That's why her mother was here. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out, things to do, yada yada yada. With that being said, so we're caught up to this past Friday, so I will get that out ASAP. So do keep that in mind. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on this and what, in case you haven't watched or done or watched or whatever, the chapter 15, I believe. Let me know what you think will possibly happen in the next chapter. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Oh, Valix, you sadden me, though. Without further ado, thanks again for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Catch you all next time. Peace out.